What is up, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Phantom Fireworks Buyer's Guide. So I apologize for the mic quality here. I have to use a different microphone temporarily, so I don't sound as HD podcast fancy friendly. To say the least, we'll just get right down to business. This is probably the worst year for Phantom Fireworks that they've had in a long time. They really haven't introduced that many cool, new, exciting items. They do have some interesting single items that may be worth stopping by, but TNT is really taking the charge here when it comes to reducing prices. So right off the bat, we see some price increases on some of their assortments, as well as their backyard bash is up to 899. It's basically $900. $900 now. So very crazy that that's the way it is right now. Um, the Ostrak's up to 200, and then I guess it's confirmed that they're going to have this backyard Jubilee box, which is $500. But um, I don't like the small amount of filler items. It needs to kind of to make it worth it. I would prefer them to kind of do what TNT did and just kind of have like finales in there. Like there's some decent fountains in there: Hostel Vista, Dragon's Tears, Brouhaha, Fire Dance, New York Harbor, Funky Monkey. But all those smaller ones that you see kind of in this area, that's just filler, and it's just very disappointing. Um, when it comes to new items, they have Neon Morning Glories, 24 in a pack, 10.99, and then they have another 10.99 pack of 30-piece Morning Glories. So what happened? I think they just stuffed all their Morning Glories in one box now, and also they have this super colossal smoke ball. So when it came to actually finding the videos on the some of this new stuff, so this is the super colossal smoke ball. There's different colors. It actually lasts pretty long. It's not a bad smoke when it comes out. These remind me of the red apple smoke balls there. Then you also have
Should have lowered the exposure a little. Sorry there. Looks it's got some color going on.
these are the closest thing I could probably find to what
It
these
came back to
sparklers are
life.
going to be. They're just going to be on
All
sticks,
right.
so this is the same little tube. These aren't better than the fairy wands, especially when you're approaching that price of a couple extra dollars. Yeah, so there's those two items. Nothing really exciting. Uh, we already know about the tanks and everything. So the only thing on this page that I would say that is worth stopping by, um, obviously, if you only have a Phantom, the Ostrak is still one of the better assortments. It's not even close to where it was. I really don't like saying it's one of the better ones because of the price now. But if you were to just if you have $500 to spend, you'd probably be better off buying two Phantom Ostraks, in my opinion, than buying just this Backyard Jubilee. But that's just me. I mean, obviously, you're going to have a lot more quantity than quality if you buy the Ostrak, the two Ostraks. There's a lot more quality in this one, but it's just not worth the price of $500. Um, Nothing super interesting on this page. Like I said, there's new Morning Glories. Nothing super cool and interesting. This is the main page. That's anything worth a value. So right here in this $60 BOGO tab, I don't know if they're BOGO or if like it's confusing because I think it should be a two pack. I'm not sure though. I have no idea. It says $5.99 each, and there's no little BOGO sticker. So this also doesn't have BOGO anymore. Um, I like normally they say BOGO everywhere. So I remember when these used to be BOGO, because if these are BOGO for $100, but it says each, so I'm pretty sure they're not BOGO. But then there's this sticker. Like, does this mean it's BOGO? Like, I'm not sure. So this right here, this independently doesn't say BOGO, but this says BOGO. Uh, but these little phantom double punch fountains, they're actually kind of interesting. But the fact that these might not be BOGO kind of makes them a little bit underwhelming. The basic cool thing about them is this effect right here. It's basically you don't really get those kind of spreads anywhere, so it's a cool effect. But if you don't get two of them, like if you get two of these in the pack, okay, that might be worth it. Um, and especially if you get these two and the Iron Eagle for $60, this alone is worth it. But I don't think it is a BOGO deal. If you look at it closely, though, it does say. I was zoomed in way too much. It does say right here, Phantom Double Punch Fountain 2-pack, and then it goes into the Iron Eagle fountain. So I'm assuming that you get these two. So $30 each for that. I don't really agree with it, but it's one of their better fountains. The Storm Runner got watered down. It is BOGO now, so around $25. Not terrible. I would probably prefer to pick up a Funky Monkey and Dragon's Tear at the same price. Um, Illuminati Triangle, also really long-lasting fountain there. Professor Flame, this is the old Apache Fire Dance rewrap. A lot of people said this was watered down, so that's kind of depressing. Then you got your Serenity over here. You got your Flaring Stars. This is really good, cheap fountain. Wish this was BOGO. You got Red, White, Blue Jubilee. That one's not bad for some nitrocellulose. Flower Pot, also really good. Um, for BOGO. So this is about $20 each. You can get two of these. I would probably Vibrant Voltage. I need to look at a video of it recently. Let's see. Uh, Vibrant Vibration Syndrome. Vibrant Voltage. Did I spell vibrant wrong? I did. Vibrant. Oh, there it is. I need to watch one that's very recent. So we have Pyro Monkey shooting this off last year. So it's a big boy. I remember there used to be a coupon for this back in the day where you could get one for free. I don't think this is. Yeah. So this is nothing special compared to the Flower Pot. I think Flower Pot's going to be better. So if you look at Flower Pot, I would probably get two of these as opposed to who are we gonna watch? Anybody? We always watch the same people. We'll watch NJ Pyro. So this is the reason why I like the Flower Pot fountain, mainly for the opening portions here, the nitrocellulose. I feel like it's a better fountain for the price. I don't really like Vibrant Voltage that much. So if my recommendation is going to be probably definitely getting two of the flower pots and skip the Moondance Premiere. It's no big. You're better off just skipping that. And the uh, Pixie Dust Fountain is garbage. It's just giant. It's just no good. Yeah, so these don't say BOGO. I know they were forced BOGO like a year ago, but now they're $100 each, which is ridiculous. So not a fan of that. Not a fan of Phantom this year. Not a fan of Phantom. Nothing really good here at all when it comes to individual items. The only thing that you should ever go to Phantom for is for the one and only frog, dude. So the Fire Frog is $30. Um, and then obviously Iron Eagle is very unique. Iron Eagle is pretty cool, as well as these Phantom Double Punch. So I'm pretty sure Polar Bear Pyro already had a video on these, kind of talking about how underrated it is. It's actually pretty decent. The only thing that doesn't make it decent is obviously the price. If it is $60 where you get the Double Punch and the Iron Eagle, then it's absolutely a must-have. But from what I'm looking at on this flyer, it's definitely not. So the Red, White, and Blue Jubilee for $32.99 BOGO. That's also not a bad deal. Anyway, so I liked the last time when I did this for TNT. I could kind of add it to my cart. So we're gonna go left from right, and we'll just go from there on what we must have. So Fire Frog, it's more of just a quip of the channel. It's not a must have, but it's actually a decent fountain regardless. For $30, bit of a stretch, but you know, it is what it is. Going down the line, we're gonna go just follow from top left and go down, because if we just skip to the finale fountains, it'll be able to say. So obviously they kept the frog on its own level playing field. It's all by itself because they know it's up. Not BOGO, disappointing. So $15 each, you can get Electric Manipulation and Cosmic Velocity. I think those are the two. I might be confused with the Radiance. I know I have to all three of these are decent. Obviously, you get $15 for two of these. With the Force BOGO, you still pay 30. These little guys, it doesn't appear they're BOGO. I don't know. I have no idea if there's a BOGO, but these little guys only $3.99, about the same playing field as like an orchid, basically. Um, Up here we have the flaring stars. I really like that fountain for the price. Whoop! Let me zoom out a little bit. Flaring stars. Low noise, whoop-de-doo. But Flaring Stars right here has Statue of Liberty. Very similar to literally the same art as the New York Harbor Fountain. It's just on this. You have the red, white, and blue Jubilee. I would probably get two of these. I'm not really a fan of the Hasta La Vista Baby anymore, especially because the new rewrap. So these are BOGO. So not a bad deal for the red, white, and Jubilee. If you go ahead and look up the red, white, and blue Jube. We'll watch this. So, it's got nitrous. No, if it'll load, it's got nitrocellulose in it. Um, Not a bad fountain. It's got red, white, and blue, so pretty cool. Uh, Blue's hard to get in fountains, so I like that effect right there. That alone, I feel like, is a decent deal. Hostile Vista Baby, I just don't feel it's worth it anymore. Then you got these little Serenity. Serenity's okay. Luminescence, I don't really like. I never have liked the Sundance fountain. The Soda Pop fountains are awful. The Bazooka Torch is cool if you want a giant sparkler, but um, Serenity, I think, is the only one worth anything in this category. It's another low noise fountain. Um, but yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna go over to the 500 gram fountains. None of these are worth it. There's not one thing in this category that is worth $100. You literally you can buy two of the you could buy literally two of these like flower pots and it's gonna be better. You could buy the New York Harbor fountain and it's gonna be better. Um, yeah, every single thing in this $100 item category is trash. The only thing worth it in here is the Professor Flame. Some people may like the Iron Master. I'm not a fan. It's just too short for me. Savage's TNT's Power On, missing a tube. Super sale. So this is allegedly on sale by $5. Don't know why it says super sale. It really isn't that much on sale. So they do have like little quips on here about super sales, but there really isn't. Their super sales really don't um, make it worth it. Obviously, you have Stormrunner, but like the year it came out, Stormrunner was just amazing. Like the crackle was super good. It was just super loud, nice, and high. But now I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like something happened where the Stormrunners are just half as powerful now. It's very disappointing. Um, so I mean, $25 each for the um, Stormrunner, not terrible, but I still feel they're watered down. Dragon Seer and Funky Monkey, those are like literally probably the best fountains that Phantom does have to offer. Illuminati Triangle lasts very long. Brouhaha, I've always viewed since I was young, pretty average. Like I've never really been a fan of it. It's got good crackle, but when it comes to picking, I would probably pick two Illuminati Triangles over one blue Brouhaha and Illuminati Triangle. We already kind of went over the Phantom Double Punch. If you do get both of these, like the Iron Eagle and these two, that's definitely worth it. But if all you do is get two of these side shooting out fountains for $60, that's a pretty hard stretch. Obviously, you can if you line them together, it makes it a little bit better. But this is pretty much the only item that I will probably be getting from Phantom this year, and obviously Iron Eagle, I like that, but and a frog, but I already have frogs. But you know, it's yeah, it's nothing too crazy at Phantom this year. Flower Pot Fountain, also probably one of the best things in this tier. Radioactive Spark, just because of the fact that it's the only spinner that you really can get in California right now. Uh, but yeah, so that is the buyer's guide off the quick dome. The TNT one was a little bit faster or longer, sorry. Um, so let me just go over the first page again for you guys. There's nothing too exciting and different on the assortments. Obviously, there's no assortment I would recommend. The Backyard Jubilee is just not worth it. If you piece out every item, like technically you're saving a little bit of money, but just just no, not it. This is not the move. They've added 3 new novelty items. Very lackluster. They just stuffed a bunch of morning glories in this box, and then their neon morning glories. These are a little bit longer. They're not really anywhere close to the wizard wands or anything like that that they have DFS and TNT. So go ahead. Sorry, I was yawning. Go ahead and skip pretty much everything here. The only unique thing that Phantom really has is obviously they have these tornado spinners, strobe sticks. They have the bigger gyro glam blooms. They have different sparklers, these nice little torches. Um, Nothing super exciting down here. Dragon Slayer apparently was watered down last year. Nothing really good at all on this page. Just this assortment page is just depressing. And there's the prices of this again. So this was the 2024 Phantom Fireworks Buyer Guide. So Phantom really dropped the ball this year. I'm not sure what's going on. Um, Especially when they're saying super sale and they're uh, literally just dropped the price by $5. I wouldn't even call that a super sale. So if Savage was like $15 or $10, then we'd have a price. Especially when you have like TNT doing the bottle of Sparks. Like that was literally, it was obviously BOGO last year for like $28. So you know really isn't down that much, but you have TNT like dropping their prices a lot when it comes to things, and Phantom removed a lot of BOGOs, which is good because I didn't like forced BOGOs because it's like I only want one item sometimes, especially when it came to the finales. It's like you were paying like 100 and something odd dollars for 2 500 grammars and you only want one. So looks like they removed that and they just kept the price. So that's some BS. We'll say that. But yeah, Phantom really disappointing this year. The only cool thing that uh, is catching my eye is the Phantom Double Punch Fountain, the Iron Eagle, um, Flower Pot, Red, White, and Blue Fountain, Professor Flame, and that's really it. There's a few other things like the spinner fountains. It might be better just getting the fiery flower times two and radioactive spark, but it's just very disappointing. Phantom really dropped the ball here. Was hoping for some better items, and they did not produce. So 2024, not a good year for Phantom. TNT's definitely stepping up their game this year. So be on the lookout for the DFS/Freedom Buyer's Guide. I don't have any cool pictures, but I do have some fancy prices for y'all coming up soon. So be on the lookout. Go ahead and make sure you leave in the comments something that you learned in this video, or if you didn't learn anything and you just think this video sucks, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. Alright, fellas. See you next time.